There was a time in my life not too long ago when I was pre-diabetic, extremely unhealthy, and feeling low energy all the time. I have to say, it's much more exciting knowing how to use food to live vibrantly, happy, and healthy every day. My name is Adam Hart, and I want to welcome you to the power of food.
See the sky. Super excited to have you guys here today. Power of Food cooking class. We are in the kitchen here at the Shaw Studios. Really excited to share some time with you today. We're going to do a recipe that's pretty new for me. It's not in the best-selling book, The Power of Food. It's one that I've kind of been using over the last few months just to really get my kids to eat a little bit more of the healthy fats I want them to eat. Because I know if you eat the right types of fats, just the cognitive function is that extra level that many of us are looking for in our day-to-day lifestyles. And for me, running around ragged every day, all day long, taking care of my family, making sure there's a lot, right nutrient-rich food on their plates, building a business, being able to have this type of interaction with you, it requires a real level of efficiency. And if I'm not being efficient, it's hard to get these things done. So this recipe is really based on making my life more efficient, and that in turn makes that easier for my family to get the nourishment they need. So this is a pudding. It's the berry pudding that really is all about that nourishment idea. So what we're doing here is we're going to try and find some ways to hide extra ingredients in these types of recipes that are going to make your family enjoy the process. And if you're on your way to work and you're thinking about, well, what can I do to avoid the mid-afternoon crashes and the all-day snacking, this is a great one to help enhance your energy all day long, as well as kind of avoid some of those emotional up and down cycles that we tend to go through. So we're going to start off with some cucumber, and this is the cucumber berry pudding. And so I'm throwing one cucumber in there, about a cup of cucumber. That's freshly grown right here locally. Lots of great hydration, so it's going to add a lot of the liquid into the pudding. Next up I have here, this is already soaked chia. Now that's the chia seed there. I know it's become extremely popular over the last probably 5-6 years. It's been around for quite a while, but it's become a more well-known addition into many of our breakfasts in the morning, and maybe some other areas you add it in. But what I've done here is I've actually taken coconut milk. There's the can of coconut milk, organic. This is a great company called Earth's Choice. That's the one that I tend to use more than any other. And I've just soaked the chia inside the can of the coconut milk. And the reason why I've done that is because, and many of you know this, chia expands. When you soak it in water, it expands 9-to-1. So it actually plumps up quite a bit. So what's happening right now is many of us are adding chia into our breakfast or wherever that looks like, but we don't let it soak up the moisture and expand. And so when it goes into your system, if you're having a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, maybe even more, what's going on inside is it's actually absorbing a lot of the liquid, and it's going to get you to feel maybe bloated or some sort of a digestion compromise you're going to experience. So I highly recommend soaking it first. And what I've done here is took the can of coconut milk, put the cup of chia in with the coconut milk, and just soaked it overnight. So it's nice and already pudding-like. Beautiful. So, as you know, Power Foods, all about hemp seeds. Hemp seed is the #1 nutritional food in my world as far as getting my extra plant-based protein and enhancing my ability to, stay strong. Which, if you're into the athletics, that's a key piece. So there's a cup of hemp, has the ideal ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acids as well. So I put that in there, lots of good nutritional power. Now I'm going to throw in some of our frozen fruit. Now this is where the berries come in. I've got 1 banana, and then I've also got a couple cups of blueberries. You can use whatever fruit you want, doesn't matter. But pick ones that you like, your family likes. Throw those in there. Now a couple of extra things. We've got ourselves a little bit of vanilla extract. Throwing that in there. I've got a little bit of maple syrup, just because I like maple syrup for kind of rounding out the sweetness of everything. Sometimes some fruit's a little bit tart, but this is just a tablespoon of maple syrup. This is a local maple syrup from Quebec, which is where my wife has a farm, a maple farm. So we get it direct, which is always great. Now, the last thing I'm going to add is something that you may or may not know of. This is called brain octane. This is coconut oil, but essentially it's what's known as the C8 of the medium chain triglyceride oils. There's 4 different medium chain triglycerides. There's a C6, C8, C10, and C12. C8 is the one that's known to be the most efficient and effective for converting into energy and getting you to burn what are known as ketones, which is when you're burning your energy based on fat as opposed to burning energy based on glucose, the carbohydrates. This has been a key one for me for being able to be more cognitive, more aligned with my mission in life, and being able to really drive with my actions in a concise way. It's not living off of sugar, especially carbohydrates, processed grain-based products. It's living off of fat as my main source of fuel. And I share the brain octane because that's been one of the main reasons for my ability to start to gain more control over my own health. So I've shared that with you. There it is there, the brain octane. You can check it out online, bulletproof.com, great stuff. So we've got all our ingredients in here. I didn't throw in, again, the chia, so that's why it's still in there, because we've soaked it pre-soaked for 24 hours. It doesn't need to be pre-soaked that long. You can just soak it for an hour or so. It will absorb all the coconut milk. Putting it into a food processor. This is the Sous Chef. It's by Breville. Now, the reason I show you all these brands is because they are based on the way that I bring them into my life. So it's important that you know them. Am I getting paid by any of them? No. Will I one day? Hey, who knows, maybe. But in the meantime, I like sharing them with you because it's, it's good to cut out the confusion when you're going to get your next kitchen gadget or your next whatever food product that is that you want to use to nourish yourself. If I can help cut out some of the confusion, that's my role for you. So the Breville Sous Chef, this is just the best food processor that I have found on the market, and most of the other ones that I have found, especially when I make my bars and whatnot, they burn out really fast. This one does not. It's a great motor. Okay, so I'm just going to turn that on. I'll pull the book out of the way for you guys. You can have a look at that. And we're going to blend that for about 30 seconds. Okay, so now we've done our blending. 30 seconds are up. Beautiful. Now, because we've already pre-soaked the chia, we've actually got almost a pudding texture right away. And what you want to do is you just want to play around now with your own ingredients, your own textures, because some people like a really thick pudding, some don't want it too thick at all. I'm partial to a nice thick pudding, but my kids don't like it super thick. So texture-wise is everything when it comes to kids. But this is almost like a tapioca pudding now. So you have a peek at that. It's pretty liquidy, but you can see it. There you go. It's like a pudding. So what I'll do with this is just serve it straight up, because you're getting such a great amount of nutritional value, good protein, complete protein source thanks to that hemp. And chia is known as a great source of protein as well. You're getting a lot of omega-3 oils from the hemp, the chia. We've added in the brain octane into this one, so you're getting that C8 version of the medium chain triglyceride. So just a really great way to start to boost nutritional value, and it tastes dynamite. I don't even have to try it, but I'm going to because that's what I like to do. So good. Now with the chia already pre-soaked, that's just really easy to consume. If you know this, if the chia is not expanded, it's going to stick in your teeth, not a pleasurable experience. Now what you can also do is you can get one of your popsicle molds, and you can just pour some of that right into there, put it in the freezer, and in about 2 hours you've got yourself an amazing cucumber berry popsicle pudding pop that is fantastic for the kids. Summertime, anytime really, if you want your kids to get some nutritional value, and at the same time they're not sure that they're getting that, but it's something sweet for them. This is just an amazing recipe to dial that in, and now you got a great base to start playing around with all of these different types of ingredients to make multiple types of puddings, different types of vegetables. Cucumber is a great one, but give it a try, see how it goes. And I'm really, really happy that I'm able to share this with you because it's helping me and my family and our ability to feel great every single day. And I hope that for you too. So I appreciate you joining me today. Leave a comment wherever you're watching this. Give me a shout out, at poweroffood.com. Hit me up at adam@poweroffood.com anytime. Look forward to hearing from you. Have an awesome day.